Did you know that you can use artificial intelligence to help your kid come up with coping skills for things they struggle with? I had the coolest conversation with Emily Kircher-Morris, the host of the Neurodiversity Podcast. I want you to hear what she has to say for how AI can help your kid out.
One of my favorite things that I've actually done is start to incorporate AI into my work with my kids. One of the original times that I remember doing this was years ago, but I had a client who was struggling with some bullying in school, and he was super into Harry Potter. And luckily I had a good background knowledge about Harry Potter. And so I went through and we sat down and we created a list of coping skills, but we created them in the style of Harry Potter spells. We even looked up Greek and Latin word parts. So we're leveraging that strength of his cognitive ability and his interest in this particular area. And so then the coping skills were tied to this thing that he was super interested in. And so then he was able to implement those more effectively. Like, how can I ignore them? How can I, make a joke about it? Like all of these different little pieces, right? And so that was really relevant to him. The problem with that I've run into is that sometimes when I'm working with clients, I don't know the lore of some of these different fandoms. And so that's been a little bit tricky because I'm like, okay, you can tell me about all of your favorite Marvel superheroes, but I just don't know them. So here's where AI comes in. You can go through AI and you can actually try to create a list of coping skills about a particular issue that a child is dealing with, and have them connect it with different pieces of those fandoms. So for example, Pokemon is a huge one, right? And so you're dealing with having trouble communicating with your friends, or you're having trouble dealing with, dealing with stress. And so you go into the AI and you chat GPT and say something like, develop a list of coping skills for a child about age 10. It'll come up with a list. And then the second step is now connect these with examples from the Pokemon world of characters who exemplify these, and it'll give you specific examples. Now, I don't do this on my own in the background. I have the kids helping me with this because they love the AI part, that tech piece of it. It feels like magic almost. Then they have this list of coping skills and we can go through and tweak it and print it out, and they have it, but it's been really relevant. And so we actually even created a free course that we have online about how parents or clinicians or whoever wants to can go online and use ChatGPT in order to create these types of lists using AI to develop those coping skills with kids.
That's fantastic. And we're going to share that with our audience. That's going to be so cool. And, my daughter just finished her freshman year of high school, and she was studying for her AP art history exams, and she had ChatGPT help her compare various paintings using Taylor Swift style of a song. So then she could, play it in her head and memorize it well.
That's awesome.
It was such an incredible thing. And it's so cool to see that AI can absolutely give you this power to know way more than you would ever possibly know about anime or
Harry
all
Potter,
of these things, or any of those things.
Well, and that our kids know, but they can't always make the connection, right? Like they can't think of the exact examples, but when the AI comes up with it, they know it. And so it leverages that strength. It's a strength-based intervention. How do we pull that interest in to help them develop those skills that they need?